Hey everyone, so today we're going to try and demystify Google's suite of AI applications. Look, if you feel like your organization is just drowning in data, but you're starving for actual information, real answers, then you are in exactly the right place. Let's get into it.
It's a really simple question, right? Is your data actually working for you? You've got all this information just sitting there, reports, emails, databases, you name it. It's all potentially valuable, for sure. But can you get to it? Is it helping you find answers when you need them? Because, let's be honest, a lot of the time, it feels like the other way around. We're the ones working for the data. You know the drill. You spend hours digging through shared drives, scrolling through endless email chains, just trying to find that one little piece of information you know is in there somewhere. It's just so inefficient. And that is the exact problem that Google's AI applications were built to solve. Think of it as a brand new toolkit designed to just slice through all that data chaos and put your organization's collective knowledge right at your fingertips. So Google basically organizes this whole thing into three big pillars. You've got Search and Assistant, which is all about finding stuff. Then there are Conversation Agents, which is for building really smart chatbots. And finally, Recommendations, which helps you personalize what you show to your users. So what can you actually do with these? Well, with Search, you could build an amazing internal knowledge base for your team that can look through everything. With Conversation, you could create a customer support bot that actually solves problems instead of just frustrating people. And with Recommendations, you could build an engine that knows exactly what product or article your user wants to see next. Okay, so that's the what, but how does it all work? What's the secret sauce? How does this AI connect to your data, your specific information, and give you answers that make sense? Let's peel back the curtain a little bit. The whole system is built on this foundation called data stores. Now, don't let the name intimidate you. They're basically just really easy-to-use connectors that link your AI app directly to your data sources, whether that's Google Drive, Gmail, BigQuery, you name it. And here's the absolute key. This is not your old-school keyword search. This tech uses something called semantic retrieval. It's not just matching words one for one. It's trying to understand the meaning, the intent behind what you're asking to find what's truly relevant. This diagram kind of shows the flow. So you ask a question. The data store zips through your info and finds the most relevant little chunks of data. Then it hands those chunks over to the large language model, the AI's brain, which uses that information as its source of truth to give you a clear, accurate answer. Now, this whole process actually has a name. It's called Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG for short. It's an incredible technique. It's like giving the AI a world-class research assistant. And this is a total game changer because it means the AI stops guessing and starts knowing based directly on your own information. Its answers are grounded in your content, so you know they're factual. So what's happening behind the scenes? Well, as soon as you connect your data, the system gets to work. It takes all your stuff, documents, websites, even videos, and it breaks it all down into these small, searchable chunks. This whole data ingestion process is what gets your information ready for that super fast semantic search. But wait a minute, how does a computer actually understand the meaning of anything? To get that, we need to look at the one core concept that makes all of this possible. It all comes down to this really cool idea called embeddings. An embedding is just a long list of numbers, a vector, that represents a piece of content, like a word or a sentence. The magic is that the AI model learns to create these numbers so that things with similar meanings get assigned very similar sets of numbers. This little diagram makes that idea way easier to grasp. Imagine a giant map where every concept has a location. The AI figures out that carrot and potato are both root vegetables, so they should be neighbors on the map, plotted really close together. But horse, that's a totally different concept, so it ends up way over on the other side of the map. That distance is literally how the AI measures meaning. Okay, so that's the super cool tech under the hood. Now let's get back to the payoff. The actual real-world tools that are built on top of this whole foundation of embeddings and RAG. So inside that Search and Assistant category we talked about, there's a set of pre-built tools called Vertex AI Search. And these are awesome because they're specialized apps designed for specific jobs, which means you can get up and running really, really fast. And there's a whole bunch of them. You can build a custom search that pulls from websites, your docs, even Workspace. You can make the search on your public website way better. There are tailored solutions for media companies, for e-commerce, and even a really specialized one for healthcare that can search through electronic health records. But wait, it doesn't even stop there. Once you've set up one of these search apps, you can flip some switches to enable some incredibly powerful features that just take it to a whole other level.
There are kind of two tiers here. The Enterprise Edition gives you things like extractive answers, which can literally pull a table or a bulleted list right out of a document. It also lets you do search tuning, so you can teach the model your company's own lingo. Then, for an extra cost, you can turn on the advanced AI features. And this is where you get things like AI-generated summaries of search results and true natural language understanding, where the AI can handle follow-up questions because it remembers the context of your conversation. So when you put all these pieces together, the data stores, the semantic search, the RAG framework, what you see is a really clear vision for where AI is headed inside of companies.
The whole point of all this isn't just to have a smart AI. It's to have an AI that is deeply, factually grounded in your organization's unique knowledge. It's an AI that doesn't just know about the world. It knows about your world, your projects, your customers, your data.
And really, that's the question I want to leave you with. What could you and your team build if you had an AI that truly, deeply understood your world? Thanks so much for tuning in.